What's up, everybody? It's Wes, No Limits, Hammer Harder. So today we're going to talk about getting or preparing your body to execute a squat. As I've discussed before, the squat is one of 7 primal movements. It's fantastic for athletes, and it's even better for total human optimization. So let's get going, because we can't do heavy squats until we can do the basic movement patterns inside the squat. So first off, we need to loosen up the hips, get ready for the squats. Acclimated, so we're going to start with feet shoulder width apart or a little bit wider even. Think about having that core engaged. We're going to drop into the squat. We need to loosen the hips. Eventually we want to be able to sink nice and deep, but for now, because we're tight, we're going to stay here and only go as far as our range of motion. We're going to do some circles, 10, 15, 20 each direction. As you're going through these, see if you can start working your way down deeper. Now, next up, we're going to start thinking about spreading apart the legs, but maybe at this point you're thinking, I'm a little tight, I'm a little sore and fatigued. No sweat, shake it off. All right, we've regained our composure, given our hips a little bit of a reprieve. Next, dropping into the squat a little bit deeper. With our arms, we're going to spread our thighs apart, rocking back and forth, forward, backward, oscillating all in here. We want to kick it up maybe a notch. Grab a counterbalance weight, hold that, sink a little deeper, start moving, really opening up those hips, those adductors, hamstrings. You're going to feel this. Next up, maybe you need to take another break. Not a problem. This is all about progression. It's about consistency, doing this little movement-based warm-up every day. We're going to get in, and now what we don't want is to be hunched straight forward. We want to get up nice, high chest and deep, so we're going to have a kettlebell here to hold on, and you can even push down on it a little bit to help get those shoulders back and that chest up, and we're going to sit here. The goal eventually is 10 full minutes. Maybe you start at 1 minute or 2 minutes, whatever it is. Consistency will get you to 10 minutes a heck of a lot quicker than you thought. That squat, human optimization and being a badass athlete, part 1. Next part of the squat, we need to think about that posterior chain so we can stay in an upright position, especially if we're going to have some weight and we're going to have a barbell. We can't be hunched over, we're going to go forward. So, simple enough, we're going to do the plank, but we're going to break the plank down into exactly how it's supposed to go so you get the most out of it. So, hands underneath the shoulders. I'm going to think about twisting my hands into the ground, but my hands are going to stay planted, which is going to lock my shoulder into its socket. Feet are back, shoulders down and back, so that's locked. I'm rigid, I'm a tight spring right now. Straight line from the top of my head to my heels, and now I'm going to think about engaging my core as if somebody were to punch me, and having my glutes locked and loaded by twisting my legs just a little bit. From my fingertips to my toes, from the top of my head to the bottom of my spine, I am tight. I am a tight wound spring, ready for performance. And we're going to hold this and get a nice, solid, real plank, not a willy-nilly plank. Next up, it's my sheet over there. We're going into the T-spine. So we're building strength, we're building range of motion. Lots of times people forget about the T-spine or the middle of your back. Runners, pay specific attention to this. To be an effective runner, you have got to have good T-spine mobilization. Laces down, sitting on my heels. Straight arm, on the ground. I'm now going to reach out, reach out, reach out until I feel my glutes coming off my heels, back down. So I'm at maximum length, but still allows my glutes to be on my heels. I'm going to put my hand behind my head. We're going to rotate 2 directions. I'm going to lead with my eyes because that's going to give me a few extra degrees of rotation, and that's where the good stuff happens. Rotating, rotating, really looking far, get that nice stretch. Come back, lean, back, twisting, leading with my eyes, coming back down. That's the T-spine mobilization or stretch, whatever you want to call it, just T-spine. It's good to go. So I hope this helps you out. Do this consistently. It feels great. You're going to be a way better athlete, and honestly, you're just going to be a better human being, especially if you're sitting at the desk. This is going to de-desk you so well. It's incredible. If you find this video helpful and you dig it, I would appreciate you giving a thumbs up like. If you really dug it, you can't live without it, you think it's amazing or close, give it a share. Until next time, cheers and rubber side down, guys.